Hey everyone, my name is Tannia Godinez, and I will be discussing two articles regarding the effects of social media on communication. The first reading is a research article called Use of Social Media by College Students Relationship to Communication and Self Concept. I would like to begin by establishing credibility. The authors are Megan Sponsel and Priscilla Gidimu from Youngstown State University. This article was written in 2013 and published by the Journal of Technology Research. The study they did was to examine social media among college students and how that affects their communication with others and their own self concept. Megan and Priscilla state that living in this information age has made social media grow rapidly, especially among young adults. The methods of research that they used was by giving college students a questionnaire asking them about personal use of social media, the type of communication skills they have with their friends and family, and how it affects their self concept. The theoretical framework they went by was about emerging adulthood, which lies between the ages of 18 and 25 years old. And during this period of people's lives, they are trying to figure out who they are as a person and basically find their identity. With social media use, these emerging adults are making lifelong decisions about themselves based on the feedback and the strength of the friendships that they have through social media. The results of the study were that 99% of college students had a social media profile, and 90% of those students communicate using email as well. The main reason for usage was to connect with family and friends, and also because they're bored and looking for entertainment. I believe as college students, we can all attest to these behaviors, but how does this affect our own self concept? The most interesting and most relatable find was that social media negatively affects our communication with oneself because college students are influenced by the comments and feedback they get from others through social media. Basically, we're telling the world who we are based on how social media has influenced us. This article confirms most of what we know when it comes to social media usage, but also it reminds us of the things we don't think about, like how social media really is influencing us and making those decisions about who we are. I wanted to talk about the second reading, which is about other ways that social media communication is affecting us, not only our self identity, but how we are grammatically getting lazier. This article is from theknowledgereview.com. It was published in 2018 and it is titled Effects of Social Media on Communication Skills. The author is Professor Shaitan Bamir from Pune University, which resides in India. Professor Bamir also discusses how rapid social media has grown and how it has led to a shift between face to face interaction to instantaneous on screen interactions. He mentions how social media is decreasing our interpersonal communication and is impairing our communication skills. We're abbreviating our words to get the message out quicker. These abbreviations are quite familiar to all of us, and some examples are like K, TTYL, your ULMK, TY, HBD, etc. You guys know what those means. And those they're making us sound grammatically incompetent. We're using more slang than usual and we're forgetting the art of language itself. He raises concern when he mentions that the more generations are born into this social media age, that the new favorite type of communication is through technology, which could potentially affect their ability to communicate with other people, face to face. Professor Bamir wants us to understand that social media can affect us negatively because we are making it a focal point in our lives. We're making language lazier, and this can affect the chances of us having more meaningful conversations within the future. He believes that the negative effects outweigh the good things that social media has to offer. And I feel like it's starting to become a problem when you take part in mental health days, and it includes like staying away from our phones. Our phones are considered toxic and problematic, and during mental health days, like, does anyone else think that that's kind of like crazy? Like, to me, it's kind of mind blowing, but I hope that you guys learned something in regards to social media and how your language and communication skills are being affected. And maybe you will continue your usage of social media, but maybe you will take the time to write out all the words and not abbreviate our beautiful language. It's just a thought, but thank you for listening.